once again here today as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas A&M's offense will have the football first. Just about the time the Aggies said howdy, they said goodbye to the Razorbacks, winning in a blowout the last time these two met.
It was a beatdown, and Blue Pig had nothing to say. And here's the thing. Since A&M has joined the SEC, it's been a very one-sided rivalry. A&M has had a ton of success. Arkansas has not. They got to prove it on this stage today.
A&M's been gigging them, no question about it, on offense, on defense, and on special teams. So Arkansas has got to be able to find momentum early in the game. They've got to start fast in this one to have a chance.
Back open in the middle. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Picks up the first down, still moving. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Texas A&M going quickly.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Snagged out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Still on his feet. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Offense now working in the red zone. They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Play number 9 on this drive. Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus he's got it, first down and more. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. It's complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Arkansas's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pulls it, fired, complete.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quicker.
Right, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They'll keep it on the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Give him 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes a grab for a big play. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Leads it with the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
That's reeled in. It's Saunders. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The defense was ready for that sneak attempt. They sealed up every crevice, nowhere to go.
And you know it's a predictable situation. You know it's short yardage. They want to run the quarterback sneak. Got to get penetration, and linebackers, boy, they got to jump over the pile, go meet him.
Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They'll try to get it in with the run. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Boston College. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab on the big throw. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. The give on the option. Quick spin on the line. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. Headed to the end zone. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The hurry-up now, second down, clock ticking. Off the play fake. Looking left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half, and it's a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, two fan bases who wait all year for this game, and we could be headed to a fun finish in the Southwest Classic. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. Still 2 quarters to go in this Southwest Classic, a treasured rivalry in both Fayetteville and College Station.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. The give to the left side. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman.
Found the seam on the back. Touchdown, Aggie! And that one will give him the lead.
Man, this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Bomber, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Here comes the heat. The quick out. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
First down here for the offense. Give to the back. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Might as well give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success at getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Pulled down for the tackle. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He smashes his way through again. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of ball.
Run to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. They move on top here in the 4th.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Boston College. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to run it.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run cleanly.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. The lone back's got it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Pats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Working that left side now. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They want that clock to run. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Dumps it to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Wants to keep it in the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. Did the work himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Texas A&M going quickly. Bully ball on third and short. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. With jet sweep pass. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. We'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well stick with him. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Hands it off. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros and time has expired here. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.